By the way, I shaved last night, or well, this morning. I woke up. I got drunk for the first time in a while, and woke up hungover at 3 or 4 in the morning, and I shaved my face. Hold on. Sorry, I know it's bad to start the stream with this blank thing. I apologize. Here I am, back again. So the Cubs are a full game and a half out. What an interesting turn of events. After having such an amazing start. And we suspected that the Reds would maybe be good this year with their rotation being real good. But I don't think anyone was going to expect a 21-7 start from the Reds. I know I didn't foresee that. I thought they'd be good, not that good. Luckily, knock on wood, the Cubs are facing the Pirates, and the Pirates are real bad right now, and probably the whole season. But let's take a look here at that biz. And the replacement players, the Cubs lost David Bote, and I feel like that was sad. And I am sad that they lost David Bote for at least a couple months. I think he's probably going to... I put him on the 60-day DL. So who knows when he'll actually be back. Jeez Louise. Who they face... I don't even know. Oh, is Mitch Keller... Mitch Keller is right-handed. Okay. So Chris Bryant at leadoff. Anthony Rizzo in the 2-hole. We'll do that. Schwarber's hot, but running out of energy. I'm sure it will tell me to sub for him anyway. I feel like I don't want to give up. Does Jason Kipnis have any? Wow, Jason Kipnis can play center. You know what, Ian Happ? Was Ian Happ starting? You replaced. Even though Jason Kipnis is listed as cold. I don't like the last half of this lineup, but I do like the first half of the lineup. So let's see what goes here. Hope you're all doing good. Well and good. I've got coffee today and water. Because, yeah, I had a hangover. And I got Rick and Morty chips. Pickle Rick. I do love the whole, like, sub-genre of, like, ironically talking about Pickle Rick blowing people's minds. I think it's one of those things where it is really... Like, Pickle Rick's funny. It's a funny episode. As is... one of my friends, I can't remember if we were talking about Rick and Morty or if it was something, but they were talking about how good things... they are very good, but they get ruined by people because they have such wide appeal that they get ruined by the worst people. It's like bacon.
The second baseman
is what their comparison was. It's just like
Newman.
Yeah, you know, or like the people that would say it's Rick James, bitch, all the time. It's like, calm down. All right. I can definitively say that the lineup has not looked like this all year. I don't think Jason Kipnis has started in center at all. I don't think Albert Amora is usually not in left. I usually put them in center, I think, when they've started. And then, is Jason Hayward maybe still in right? Yeah, I think I kept Jason Hayward in right. We'll see. Oh, ground ball to Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant picks it up, throws to first, and that's a 1 out. Chris Bryant got a day off the other day, or well, start off at least. Victor Caratini took over. It was actually kind of cool. All three catchers were all playing in the field at the same time. If you consider Kyle Schwarber a catcher still, she technically is, sort of, but not. I can't remember the last time he played any innings at catcher. I don't know if he'll ever see any time at catcher again. That was part of his allure, at least from fantasy and offensive standpoint, was to have someone like that who profiles as he does offensively. Oh, he kept his foot on. I thought he went off. Was having someone as a catcher who could hit 40 home runs is amazing. And it's okay if they bat 240 or whatever and only have a 340, 350 on base. That's good too. But as a left fielder, there's more expectations usually from outfielders. Most of the best hitters in the game right now are outfielders. Mike Trout, Cody Bellinger, Ronald Acuna. I know there's one or two. Juan Soto. All in the outfield. Mookie Betts. Those are all really, really, really good players, and they're all in the outfield. I guess they're not all center field. They're kind of spread out along there. But yeah, so when Schwarber's in left field, and he was a defensive liability his first season out there, I think he's worked hard and became an average outfielder. Oh, up the middle. Chatwood has given up some contact, and this time he does so in a space where there are no fielders. Hard. Chatwood fell the wrong way with his glove. I don't know if he was trying to field it or trying to get out of the way, but I guess he succeeded if he was trying to get out of the way. Josh Bell's up. Got some power. Here comes the 0-1 to Josh Bell.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. We'll call, I don't know if there's anyone in the chat room right now, or anyone wanting to chat. But we'll call a comedian probably. Maybe a musician, I don't know, probably a comedian. I'm guessing we'd call Gerald.
Ball inside.
He's kind of our go-to guy. He's a joke machine. And he also somewhat allows we talk about the game a little, or at least baseball at times. 3-1 pitch.
That's ball 4.
Ball 4. So Tyler Chatwood walks a guy, which has kind of been his Achilles heel.
The third baseman.
He was better at it last year, but the year before, oh boy, did he walk a lot of people. Yeah.
Oh and 1.
All right, 1-1 pitch. Oh, knocked down the line, but foul. One-two pitch, strike 3. Chatwood gets out of the inning. He does throw 21 pitches, which is not a small amount, but still gets out of it unscathed. And Bryant, Rizzo, and Baez come up or will be coming up. Mitch Keller, a 1-2 record with a 6.12 ERA and 25 innings pitched. A whip, not great. A lot of strikeouts, and not that many walks. But so he must be giving up a shit ton of hits. Because, like I said, he's almost given up 2. His whip is almost around 2, and he only has 6 walk in whatever innings. So he's given up a lot of hits. Chris Bryant, second on Cubs with a 3.13 ERA average, trailing only Wilson Contreras, but by about 50 points. That's how good Wilson Contreras is that the next closest Cub to him is about 50 points shy of his average. Ooh. Bryant makes contact down into the opposing team's dugout. Actually, I should have made sure the audio was on. Okay. Good. It is.
Outside.
1-1. Takes it outside. Yeah, Pittsburgh 8-21, almost the exact opposite record of the Cubs, just by a game or so difference of being flip-flopped in their records. They are in last in the Central. Almost every other Central team's doing okay, I think. I know that the Reds, and it looks like Bryant pops out to right field, and he does. The Reds are in first. I'm not sure how far back everyone else is.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo's up. The Riz batting .286, 8 home runs. I think that'd be good to hold those sort of numbers. You know, obviously have the home runs and the everything, but extrapolate those. Is what are about 30 games? Ooh, strike 2. 0-2 pitch to Rizzo. Oh, Rizzo hits it hard, but down the line and foul. Here it comes. Pitch number 4, and it's strike number 3. They don't argue well in this game. They pick really weird spots to argue, because he struck out swinging, and the pitch that was called the strike that he didn't swing at was for sure a strike right down the middle. So, I don't know how they decide when the characters try and get angry about things. But, yeah. Oof. One ball, one strike. Javier Baez. I gave him a better spot in the order than usually, I think, because Schwarber's usually around the 3 spot. But he's taking a day off. I'm guessing he'll pinch hit later, depending on what happens in the game. Oh, there we go. That's going to be into the corner. That's going to be 2, maybe 3. We'll see if they send him. No, it's recovered quickly, and that's a smart move probably. As with 2 outs, it would be a very blunder of a move to get thrown out at third. And also a hit here, with your best hitter of the year so far coming up. Lots of power, lots of extra base hits. Yeah, why not try and see if you can get him to hit you in. The only downside to hitting a double there is that it leaves first base open, so it makes him not as concerned about walking the best hitter on the team when Jason Hayward's on deck, who's batting about 150 points. Or, well, I don't know, probably about 100 points less than Wilson Contreras, and it's 2-0 right now. So, we'll see what happens here. 2-0 count. I'm sure he has the green light. Obviously, it's only 2-0. Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge.
Leading off for Pittsburgh. the right
Gregory
fielder,
Polanco is up.
Gregory
He
Polanco.
caused some damage the other night. Ooh, right up the middle.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Cole Tucker.
All right, strike one from Tyler Chatwood. Strike two. Ooh, strike three. Nicely done.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Oh, one's the count. The count's 1-1. I got 2-1 the count.
Two one with one out. Tyler Chatwood. Ooh, pops it up. What a play. Oh, and it gets through. And a hasty, wow, not a,
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Nick Keller.
what a little bloop. What a little bloop. That maybe should have been caught by Horner. And it's going to be a bunt, I'm guessing, as is the default for pitchers in the game in this situation. Ooh, is he going to try and get two? He goes for one. Oh. And they only get one. The pitcher has 44 speed. That's kind of crazy. I don't know who was on first, probably the catcher. They had a 9 speed. That's weird. Well, they, 2 outs, runners at the corners. Pitch number 32 about to come from Chatwood.
Ball one.
That looked like a strike to me.
Ball one, no strike.
Newman versus Chatwood is 0 for 10, which is a 0 average. Some would say he's due, which is, that almost scares me. I'd almost rather see 2 for 10 or something. I don't know. You can't lose to someone forever, right? 2-0 count. Things are looking worse. A fly ball looks to be playable. Albert Almora brings it in. 3 outs. So both innings, Tyler Chatwood hasn't pitched great, but no runs have scored. So, meh. We'll give Gerald a call after this inning,
Leading
depending.
off for the Cubs, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward's up. Here comes the pitch. Ball outside, 1-0. They've got the shift on Hayward. I didn't even realize they really did use the shift on Jason Hayward all that much. Apparently they do. As at least this is claiming. And he gets a hit where, had there not been a shift, it would have went to the second baseman, most likely. So, hooray for the shift. He says, stir it up. Stir it up. Eat it though. Instant oatmeal. Stir it up. I don't know. Well, see, now here comes Albert Almora, who, gosh, those numbers have to come up, right? I'm considering starting to do GM stuff for the team. I'm considering doing trades. I do have mixed feelings about that.
1-0.
To be fair, I don't think I'd do any, like, crazy blockbuster trades. But who knows? Who knows? And at the same token, I don't know if they did a crazy block, because I think I have it on auto where the computer can do whatever they want to with each other. So if they did something crazy like traded Bryant or something. Oh, that's going to land. Was they going to send him to third from second? No, he stays, but that's 2 on. With nobody out, he probably would have made it to third because it was a bad throw, but that's okay. It was a smart move. Albert Almora counts as a hit. That's going to bring the average up. Maybe that's all he needs to get going this year. And now, I don't even know who's up now. Nico Horner, or is it, yeah, I think it is Nico Horner. Could be wrong. No, I think that's right. So here comes Nico Horner.
Count 1-0.
1-0 count. I believe Jason Kipnis is on deck. Nico Horner's bunted for hits once or twice this year, so that wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world, is to have him do that. But we'll see. We'll see. Because he's got wheels. But then if you get him out at first, and first is open, they could walk Kipnis to get to the pitchers again. Oh, it drops! What should have been caught. I don't know if they're going to call it an error. It looked like an error to me. When you get a ball right at somebody, I don't think he made contact with it. Sometimes that's how they decide, especially in a video game, like the fact that he didn't touch it. I don't think he touched it. Yeah, they probably will record that as a hit because he didn't make contact with it. And now Jason Kipnis with batting 190 with bases loaded with nobody out. You would hope that they get at least one run here. He has some power, so let's hope he's able to at least elevate the ball far enough where whoever is on third, I think it's Hayward, can get home. Eesh. Strike one. But yeah, that's kind of the job right now, is to advance at least one of the runners. Hit the ball 200 and some, 300 feet. But, fair. We'll see if he can do it. It's 0-2. That's not the best count here. Oof. He's hanging in there. And here comes the pitch. Strike. Oh, no! He just got saved on that one. That's frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint. You never like to have to throw 4 strikes to anybody. If there's one guy you're okay with maybe having to throw 4 strikes to, it's someone batting under 200. And that's my case is proven on that one.
Batting ninth. The pitcher, Tyler Wood.
Tyler Chatwood's up. Can he help his own cause here? He takes ball 1, so far, so good. Look at those numbers. anything to up any of those numbers would be good here. I think if you improve on any of the strike one. I mean, the worst thing you could do is hit into a double play, so maybe he's not even really gonna fuck with swinging. Who knows? Or will it be far enough? Oh, it drops a single. Tyler Chatwood. I didn't think that was gonna drop. Tyler Chatwood hits a little bloop single and gets the first run of the game for himself. Now Chris Bryant, this is the person you want with the base. One of the people you want with the bases loaded is Chris Bryant. We'll see if he can do even better. So far, no. Strike one. 0-for-1 with a fly out in first. This is another situation where elevating the ball a decent distance would be ideal. I think someone is on third with speed. I think it's Almora possible. So they've got decent speed. Nope. So if you get the ball far enough out there, then you're probably going to score a run, and that'd be nice. 2-1, Chris Bryant. Mitch Keller looking a little stoic. That could just be because he's a video game character and doesn't emote as much as people tend to. Well, I guess baseball players sometimes won't in this situation. Chris Bryant hits it hard, hits it deep. Could it be? It's a double, it looks like. Oh no, it's just going to be a single. They weren't sure if it was going to. I think that's surprising. I can't believe that was only resulted in one run. I mean, the Pirates got, I don't want to say they got lucky, but they are lucky that only scored a run. Because that was hit deep into the gap, hit the wall. I guess it could have been theoretically been caught, but it wasn't. I guess they erred on the side of caution, and it worked out okay, as there's still only one out, and now Anthony Rizzo's up with the bases juiced.
Off the plate, ball one.
Here we go now. Here we go now. 1-0 to Rizzo. Oh, and he's going to end the inning here. But the damage has been done. Cubs go down, but they get 2 runs. And the guy has the sign that says, "Woo, go, go, Cubs!" The Bears running fast. It has dust behind it. That's how fast it was going. It's even the dirt. The dirt is just getting thrown up, thrust behind them. Let's call Gerald here. As I said, I was probably going to do.
Ball one. Count 1-0.
See what he has to say.
Hey. Hey.
Yes, Rizzo has been hitting into a lot of double plays this season. He had stopped for a while, but he sure did do it again. And in one of the Gerald didn't answer. Maybe I'll call AJ. I'll call a J. Hi, want to know?
Ball one, no strike.
No answer from AJ either.
That's out.
Nobody loves me. So we'll call Butler here.
Hey.
He doesn't answer. We'll stop calling people for a little bit today. Oh! We're gonna go to 2-2 now, Chatwood. Well, fuck me, I guess. Yeah, the double play gets turned. Anthony Rizzo on the side of the double play we like to see. The receiving, or well, he receives the ball. Very easily confused there. Josh Bell's up. First plate appearance. Oh man, I'm kind of hungry, but not. What did I already ate a bratwurst today. It was a Johnsonville brat. Y'all like Johnsonville brats? Uh-oh, Josh Bell hits it deep. But I think it's just to the warning track. About 363 feet or so. Phew! And Chatwood gets out of it once again. Somehow still throwing a shutout. Despite getting into some situations that are not optimal. Javi Baez is up, looking to make a scene here or do something. Ooh, pop-up. Hit a single earlier. I know. That's the concern in this environment right now.
Now batting, catcher.
With social distancing, it's dangerous to yell Johnsonville Brats because people just can't help themselves. Like they're like, I gotta, they're so good that I can't help it. I have to go to this guy's backyard comically, fall through the fence comically and be like, what? Who's the Johnsonville Brats? That's my dream, is how come I'm not the, yeah, well, it's usually one person does the main yelling. And then it's the call to action to everybody to come there. I mean, that's always the problem, is that, like, you'd figure, you know, tell people about your Johnsonville Brats once and have it cause too many people in your... Ooh! Foul ball! Gregor Polanco couldn't get it, but it was a foul ball, so it doesn't matter. I should probably be in a Johnsonville Brats commercial. I think I'd be a good... not as the lead, or even the guy that yells about it, but one of the people that come comically there
Counting 2-1.
afterwards. He cooks leaves in his grill. That's illegal. If you wanted to be a narc, you could. Because I'm fairly sure in the state of Iowa, it is illegal to do that. To burn leaves. Oh, Jason Hayward! It's going to be caught. I was wondering, okay, I had sent, it was my friend's birthday too long ago. It was like the 15th. And I sent him a cameo of Dean Cameron from Summer School and the Ski School movies, of him just being like, telling my friend happy 35th birthday. And he hadn't replied, and we all got drunk on Zoom, and I was like, was I an asshole or something the other night? Because no one's replying to the thing. But in the cameo, here I'll post the cameo because it's fun.
Now back, right fielder.
And I think I have the non-commercial rights to it. Since I'm not making money off of it, it's just really fun.
1-0.
And go. If you like, there's a lot of actors. I think Dean Cameron was a steal for how much he's charging. But here's the video that I like. Kind of wrote the gist of what I would like him to say, and he kind of made it. And it was cool. He made it his own thing, and he made it longer than what I originally wrote, which was great because there's like a lot of times there's character limits. But Dean Cameron's awesome. I grew up watching. I don't know if you remember that movie, School Frog, Summer School.
Shortstop.
It actually has, if you remember, a lot of vagina from Austin Powers is in it as like the hot foreign exchange student, and then okay, that's good. And then also Shawnee Smith. No. That's Kirk Cameron. Or Kirk Cameron. Kirk Cameron or Kirk Cameron. It's one of those. This is Dean Cameron. Dean Cameron's way cooler. But yeah. It was very, very fun. And Cameo, like I said, if you get a chance, there's some pretty reasonable, in my eyes, pretty reasonable prices for some funny people on there. And I was very happy to have Dean Cameron wish my
Leading
friend
off
a happy
for the
birthday.
Cubs. No left
So I
fielder.
definitely recommend
Albert.
Cameo. Some people charge an outlandish amount of money for it. Or at least like more than you would. Like Pauly Shore charges $250, which I think is nuts. I'm not gonna. Who wants to pay Pauly Shore $250 to?
One ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, no, that's it is funny. No, it's awesome though. People are making like minor TV role people are like making decent making good money on there. Or like video game voice actors
Now back.
are making good money on there because they can just record it on their phone. So it's like, and they have like X amount of time to do it. So oh, Nick Butler's calling.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hello, Nick Butler. Not much. You're on the show.
Well, hello.
Yeah. We were just talking about Cameo, not the band, the website.
Cameo?
Cameo.
Oh, Cameo.
Yeah. Are you familiar?
Oh, the website? No,
Yeah, the website is where like famous people will like record voice stuff for you for like X amount. Like everyone's different, but like you still like you can get like famous people to tell like a friend happy birthday, stuff like that.
oh,
Like it became famous because Brett Favre was doing like Brett Favre. If you give Brett Favre $500, he'll do whatever for like a minute.
there's a really funny one. There's this Instagram account I follow. I think it's called, what is it called? Something youth. And they just have like really awkward and really cringe for fans, people.
Yeah.
And they have one with this deal. It's like fat, bloated.
Yeah.
Like, you can can barely understand him. Yeah.
Oh, Jason Kipnis puts a charge into one. It's going to be a double. Setting things up with 2 outs for the Cubs in the 4th here. Sorry about that. No, but Cameo, do you remember who Dean Cameron is?
Now batting, the pitcher. Tyler.
Do you remember the movie Summer School with Kirstie Alley and Mark Harmon? You know Chainsaw? Chainsaw from that movie?
I remember the movie. I remember watching it.
Oh, okay, do you remember the Ski School movies, like Ski School 1 and 2? I figured those would be so up your for your age. I figured those would be like perfect timing, because they were like very much like the nudity, like the Ski School movies at least were like very like geared towards like
Nope. Inside. Ball 2.
all right, they were like how do I say this? You know, silly raunchy comedies of the 80s, basically.
I don't. I mean, that's been a long time ago.
3-0.
Anyway, I sent a birthday greeting. I had Dean Cameron send a birthday greeting to Brady, and I had him in the thing because I was like kind of trying to. I was like probing my friend without trying to tell him what I was doing. Where I was like, who are your favorite, who are your favorite 80s movies people? And he was like, Michael Keaton. I was like, well, yeah, but not Michael Keaton. Like, silly, like, because obviously Michael Keaton's not on Cameo that I know. And if he were, it would be way out of line for what we would pay, what I would be willing, would have to pay. And he was like Andrew McCarthy, because he really loves Weekend at Bernie's. So, but he's not on Cameo either. So I had Dean Cameron basically be like, I heard you wanted Andrew McCarthy. I'm way better than Andrew McCarthy. Yeah. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. I looked at your calls.
Yeah?
Yeah. Return to work.
How do you feel? Are you happy or sad? Do you find it to be a little premature, considering we're just now getting tests? I mean, the confirmed cases are going up. The argument to say that it's not a big deal is that we're just being able to test now. But to me, I think it's premature. I think it's premature to make decisions to go back before you had this testing that we just now all of a sudden have available to figure out what's going on. I think. What do you think?
Yeah,
Jacob.
yeah, it's pretty sure. There's supposed to be counties coming up to phase 1. It's not Radar Johnson County, which is that territory. They can't why they're not open to not a small area, but it's used like my work.
Now batter, the pitcher.
I shouldn't get any other person.
Hello.
Happy to go back.
Yeah. But your job is highly dependent upon interacting directly with people, is it not?
The only reason I have a job is to advertise for small and local business.
Which are all closed down right now, aren't they?
Yeah, and trust me.
Now batting, second baseman, Kevin.
Not only are they closed down, if they aren't closed down, I don't think people are necessarily being like, let's put money into I mean, not that it'd be a bad idea, but it'd be risky, and with everyone's allocations of funds just to keep the doors open, you would think that marketing would maybe be a tough sell to people right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair. Well.
No, well, yeah. So I'm planning to go to Colorado.
Leading off.
Oh yeah. What are you gonna do in Colorado? Just get high?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. I'm sorry. I mean, to be fair, there's like probably 5 people watching right now. And that's generous.
I still,
Yeah, no, that's fun. I mean, I people like Colorado a lot. You gonna?
I'm happy to have you out but a little premature won't be anything for me to do. But they're going to have me still stay at home, which is like work from home, which means 8 in the morning, do a call, and a 3:30 Zoom call. In between that, like drinking coffee and like this, but not really.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay then.
No, it's not like I'm going back out to the field and like going to the office.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, we want to bring you back on to work from home.
Yeah. Oh, they gave you a pay cut.
Well, yeah, it'll be a pay cut for me to go back to work.
Yeah.
Because I'm making no, I'm not making that but I'm making 1100.
Yeah. Okay.
500, like, I think it maxes out at 500 because I make a certain amount.
Yeah.
Like 500 is normal, and then I'm just on top of that.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Sorry, this was boring for a test. I didn't know I was walking into a gun stream. I would have.
It's okay. We'll probably let you go in a minute anyway. You're kind of hard to hear right now, I think.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I didn't know I was on the cuss game. That's cool.
That's okay. Yeah, I think it's lagging a little. I need to figure out how to get the lag less, but...
I'll let you go. Maybe I'll take time to
Yeah, get in the comments. Get involved in the comments. All right. All right. That was Nick Butler. Sorry, I'm messaging my friends because I'm going back about the cameo thing. But here comes the 3-2 pitch from Chatwood.
The center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds. The first baseman, number 55, Josh Bell.
All right. Well, runner on first, 1 out, 67th pitch coming up. 6th inning, 66 pitches, the sign of the beast. And now we're at 67 pitches. All right. Oh, it's in the corner. That's fucking, off the wall. One-handed. Thrown. Oh, wow. What looked like was going to be a game-tying home run actually scores no runs. But I thought that was going to be gone. But so now that's still 1 out. Runners on the on second and third. Josh Bell just about 2 or 3 feet shy of landing it in the basket. Brandon Morrow and Ryan Tepper are warming up in the bullpen.
The batter, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 72, Robbie Erlin. Leading up for the Cubs, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Nope, that's the ball. Counts 1-0.
But anyway, my friend really liked the cameo. Sorry, thing. Oh, they got out of it. I don't know what happened, but they got out of it. I missed what happened. What happened? Oh, Wilson Contreras hits a home run, number 14 on the year. Wilson Contreras. It had been a few games since he'd hit a home run. I think maybe he said, you know what? We almost just had the game get tired. How about I hit a home run? He said, you know what? My average is maybe dipping close to below 350. I should hit a donger. Donger, wee-woo, wee-woo, wee-woo. It's a long dong.
The left fielder, number 5, Albert Almora. Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Nico. No.
Oh, that counts.
Oh! Sloppy defense is...
Now batter, the center fielder, Jason Kipnis.
Working out for the Cubs. Wee wee wee. Yeah. So Jason Kipnis is up. He had a double. Like I said, he only seems to hit. He strikes out and hits doubles. That seems to be what he does largely. So we're in the same. I feel like this game has gone by fast today. Yesterday's game was actually Caitlin and I gabbed for like 45 minutes for like the majority of the game, but the game was only the overall. Even after the game where we were just talking about who we find attractive as comedians and things like that. I think the stream was only like an hour 28, which is one of the shorter ones. They seem to be averaging around an hour and a half, which isn't terrible. There's been one or two that are over 2 hours. The first one I did was over 2 hours, I think. Not on Twitch, but on like that I recorded. That was a little much. I guess every now and then I could, because if I hit the X button, it'll like skip to things.
Up next for the Cubs.
My friend and producer of a film that I'm writing right now, Vashant, is calling me. I will have to message him that I will call him back as we're currently doing the show. So we'll see. And I don't feel bad throwing comedians on the spot or people that I know really, really well, but I feel bad doing that to him, just putting him on the spot, because he's actually a dentist in Georgia, and they're jumping back into. Oh my gosh! It drops and it scores 1. Wow, that was very strangely played. You'd figure that was the center fielder's ball, but they backed off. Chris Bryant's up now 4-0. It seemed like just a minute, 10 minutes ago, it seemed like the Cubs were about to have a tie ball game. Now they're up 4-0 with runners at the corners and former MVP at the bat. This could really be, I don't want to say a nail in the coffin, but if they could hit a homer here, that would definitely make me feel really confident about the game. Then we could just talk about anything. I feel like when the game gets out of hand, that's when we really are able to just talk about anything. So things are pretty crazy. Cheat codes. Whatever cheat codes. Do you think, you've seen how, strike three of Chris Bryant. You've seen how angry I get when the Cubs lose fake games. Do you think if I had cheat codes, I would just allow that to happen? Like, I've gotten irrationally angry at the Cubs not winning. Although it's been less the Cubs not winning and more like the video game playing, doing things really strange that I don't agree with that would happen in regular life.
Cole Tucker.
Ball, that's just out. Inside, ball 2. Count is 2-1.
Oh, and he catches it at the knees. Nicely done, Kipnis.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Hey! 0-1. One and one. Hey, 2. I got to count 1 and 2.
One or two count. Hit ball down to Bryant. Bryant says, hey, I struck out a second ago, but I can still make defensive plays.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're at incomplete. Please hitting to the pilot. Number 36, Jose Osuna.
Here comes pitch.
1-0.
Somehow, Tyler Chatwood has thrown an okay game. He's only 79 pitches, almost out of the 7th inning, went through 79 pitches. The first inning, he threw 20-some pitches. The third inning, I think was also some double digits. I don't think it was that low, but apparently it couldn't have been that high because here we are, 80 pitches through 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hit for the traditional 7th-inning stretch. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 43, Stephen Ross. Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Oh, 1 to Anthony Rizzo. Oh, hits it hard and just high enough to not have it be into the shift. Man, he hit that real hard. That was a real good line drive.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here we go.
1-1.
Javier Baez with a runner on first, nobody out. Looking to extend the lead here for the Cubs. Really give Tyler Chatwood.
Count 2-1.
Yeah. The outfield. I don't like the fielding in this in general. I feel like the players move with a lack of urgency and a lack of purpose. I don't like it. Ooh, strike 3. They very much look like every play, regardless of if they really would jog, like even the ones that they don't get to or barely miss, or they look like they're jogging. And they look very mechanical about it too. Which I feel like for a game that's so complex and has such good graphics and has such eccentricities about people's stances and things like that, that you would figure that jogging or running would be a thing that you'd be able to make look better than it is. Hey, Wilson Contreras has a 4.11. That's the 4.11. That's the information on Wilson Contreras' on-base percentage is it's 4.11. Also, he had a home run last at bat. Is it too much to ask for another? Probably. Is he going to do it? He still could. I'm not doing anything. I'm just telling you right now in case he hits another one. I don't want no cheat code business coming my way. But, yeah. We'll see here. 2-1 count. Ooh, a steal. I think that's a dumb steal. With a guy who's 21 on speed. He got an okay jump. But you have the guy who leads your team in home runs and on base percentage up. With the lead, I know they're being aggressive because they have the lead. But you have a guy who could very easily hit another home run. I mean, I guess he did pop up there, but still, I don't like that play really. And now you're out of the inning. I don't know. Well, the top of the order is coming back up. This might be the third time through. I don't know. How much longer can Chatwood get away? I mean, like I said, I need to look at the numbers overall. I guess he's given up 6 hits. I don't know if he's walked anybody really. I think he's walked at least one person. But pitch count looking good. If he can get out of this in less than 15 pitches this inning, they might let him finish the game. Yeah, because Wilson was up, so he's number 4, so his spot wouldn't come up till the 9th inning, and that would only be if they were losing. So I would like for Chatwood to get a chance to finish the game.
No strike.
And I think he should be throwing strikes. I think that he most likely, or he would be trying to, you would think, in this game. In reality, I think when you, especially at the pitch count where he's at, where he's like, oh, I'm getting kind of close to 100. I've got a shutout. I'd like to pitch a full game. I think you'd be more apt to start challenging hitters more even. Yeah. It's hit hard, but directly at Albert Almora. 1 down. 85 pitches in. Adam Frazier's up. He had a single in the 3rd. He's got a 347. I don't know what's happening to my when I'm talking sometimes. 347 on base percentage. Didn't see the average because my stupid me is covering up the average there. Ball 1. A 94 mile per hour. That looked like it had a lot of movement on it, and maybe he just lost control of it. Strike 1. Strike 1. Chatwood thrown 56 strikes, 31 balls. That's pretty good. That's pretty decent ratio there. 60-some%, I think. Ooh, almost tried to get him a chase there. Now it's 2-1. 3-1 now. Hey, Craig's here. How you doing, Craig? You can jump in the chat if you want to. You don't have to. I just noticed that you're here.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, it's popped up. It's hitting the corner. Can Jason get to it? He does, and he says, that's why I've got, like, a bunch of gold gloves. I'm not sure how many. It's probably 4, at least. I know he had 3 in a row for 3 different teams, which I'm assuming is a record because it's just an interesting thing to be on 3 different teams in 3 different seasons in a row anyway. But to win the gold glove each year is also pretty rare. So I'm guessing that hasn't been that often. Pitch number 93 with 2 outs in the 8th. Foul ball 0-2 now, with 93 pitches coming into pitch 94. It'll be really interesting to see what happens here.
Nope.
So yeah, once again, 60-some% strikes. With 2, let's see, it's 60-30 ratio. And down the line, will it stay fair? It does not. Still the 1-2 count. Here comes pitch 96. Oh, and it's a hit. That's gotta make him upset. He really wanted to, not that I think they're gonna take him out, but he really would have had a much better chance of coming back into the 9th if that would have been the last hitter. But we'll see what they decide to do. I'm not sure what his stamina looks like. Oh, okay. I'd like to say he earned the right to stay for 1 more hitter, but also I don't know what his numbers actually look like for the day. Well, I'm sure it'll show me. I don't know how many. It didn't seem like he struck out very many people. It just seemed like. Oh no, Brandon Morrow! He has a 20 ERA on the season. That's not good. He just dropped his glove. That says a lot. I don't know if the video game is like if someone has a 20 ERA, let's have them drop their glove because they don't know what the fuck they're doing right now. But yeah, 2 outs, 1 man on. High heat from Brandon Morrow. Like I said, my logic is sound for bringing Brandon Morrow up from the minors. And that the reason that he got a minor league deal was because of injuries. They weren't sure if he hasn't really played much lately. His overall, his rating is like an 80, which is really good for a relief pitcher in this. That, you know, for like a middle relief, or like, I don't know. He's been good. Let's see what Brandon Morrow's real numbers are in real life. Because I feel like they're real good, probably. I didn't even realize he's been around that long. How old is he? Pretty good. Let's see. Oh, he used to be a starter. He didn't have great numbers as a starter. 2012, he had a really good year. 2015, 2016. Okay, yeah, his ERAs were really good in every other year. Strike 3, and that's the end of that inning. Cubs still up 4-0. Middle of the 8th. Here comes the 5, 6, 7 hitters, I believe. Jason Hayward, 1 for 3 with a single and a run, which is for him a real good day. I guess he didn't pitch that many innings since 2014. The last time he pitched over 50 innings during tomorrow was in 2013. Every other year, he's pitched less than 35 innings. So yeah, but yeah, I guess it's all over the place. Yeah, he's kind of a lottery ticket. Like, I'm sure I've used that term a lot. Oh, there's one out now.
Oh, that's close.
Oof, strike. 1. Albert Moore got a hit earlier, which, I mean, if he gets another hit, that would probably be the most hits he's had in a game so far. Or even if he gets walked. I don't know if he's been on base more than, I don't know if he's been on base twice a game in all of his time.
Nope.
So there we go.
Ball 4.
Ball 4. This I would be more likely to steal with Almora than they did with Rizzo. Because Nico Horner's up, and he doesn't have a huge amount of power. He's all right. He's got good contact skills. But Almora, at least, is way faster, although there's a left-handed pitcher. But he is way faster than Rizzo.
Ball 1, no strike. Doing out. Nope, outside. Ball 4, pitch
Ball
down.
4 to Nico Horner. Well, I guess you don't need to steal if you can walk the person to second. Jason Kipnis up. He had a double in the 4th. Really looking to try and put this game out of reach with one big swing of the bat he could. And the pitching spot is on deck. It looks like Victor Caratini is on the on-deck spot, which I guess, since the pitcher is left-handed, that makes sense. If there were a right-handed pitcher, I would assume Kyle Schwarber would get the pinch hit. Yeah. Strike 2 to Jason Kipnis. 2 quick pitches, 2 quick strikes.
Count is 1 and 2.
If only I cheat codes. School fraud. I've also been, maybe I'll change the name of the Cubs fantasy stream because I have been playing Star Wars sometimes on this, and I feel it's confusing for people. But, also, I kind of want to get... Oh, it's deep, but probably not deep enough. But deep enough to advance the runner for second and third? No, they're not that either. So now there's 2 down. Still 2 runners on. I'm also considering getting Mountain Blade 2. Bannerlord. But I don't know if I want to get it for the PlayStation. As I've heard, it's obvious that it was not built for consoles. So yeah, is this Caratini? Or no, it's Hernan Perez.
0-1.
He has not done well. He's another person who I brought up from AAA, who has yet to do good. I mean, you can't expect people to just right away fall into being good. I shouldn't expect them to do that. I'll give him and Morrow both probably a month, and then I'll reassess AAA, see if there's anyone who's put up really good stats and or has an overall rating that looks comparable. Yeah. So 2-2 count to Hernan Perez with runners on first and second. Pitcher gives a look second, and here comes the pitch. And it's popped up, and that's out number 3, and Hernan Perez once again is shitty. Grolt. Well, here comes the top of the 9th, end of the 8th. Sort of. I mean, you still get the
Your attention, please.
like you're gonna get the early access. Is like you're still gonna get the game.
Number 52.
And I think they did it more so to help people who are bored, and then also to get all the because they're putting patches in every day.
Leading off for the Pirates, the third baseman.
So
Colin
it's cool that they're like
Moran.
fixing everything now. And I mean, it's been in development for like what 8 years or something. But I think I don't know if they would have released it as early as they did. If the whole Corona thing, maybe they would. I know it released early. I don't know if it was like a long time. Maybe it was only a couple days even. But I know it released earlier than the original plan was.
That's a ball.
So Ryan Tepera's in because it's not a save opportunity, but I'm assuming that's Dan Winkler. I can't see the name, but I'm assuming it's Dan Winkler, as he has been the closer, and he's been very good as the closer. I didn't know who he was. He played for the Braves last year, I believe. I don't know if the...
That's off the plate.
Let's see. I can't remember if the Cubs got him in like a Rule 5. No, he's like 30, so I don't know how the Cubs ended up getting him. Yeah, I don't know how the Cubs ended up getting him. Have you played Mountain Blade 2 School of Rock? Strike 3 from Ryan Tepper to Colin Moran. I want to know if it's good. I know people that really like. Everyone I know who's played the first one and or the second one has been on PC. I hear it's fun. It looks right up my alley. The biggest complaints about it have been there's no like it's like all text dialogue and that the graphics aren't great. But those are the two things I care about least. Give me gameplay, give me like cool combat stuff. That's more important to me. Sure. I mean, yeah, it's the price of a video game. Like, any, especially one, that's been being developed for that long. Oh boy, it's going to be a double, maybe more. Jason Kipnis in center field. A little surprised maybe that they didn't, I guess I don't know who you would put in there.
The bat, number 3, shortstop, Cole Tucker.
And don't get me wrong, I'd like to... if I had more money, I would have bought it by now. But I do not. So Cole Tucker's up. I'm guessing there's a chance that, well, we'll see, depending on this hitter, that Dan Winkler might come in to try and save it out.
Counts 1-0.
It's not up pizzazz yet. I mean, but doesn't it take a while before those games get that low?
One ball, one strike.
Oh, wow. They didn't even... I mean, Baez would have tried to make that a double play. Javier Baez would have, like... He wouldn't have just backhanded and not even looked a second. He would have been like, how can I turn this into a double play? Once it's done, 60 would be fine. But essentially, you're getting part of the team to help finance. But you're gonna get, like, you still get the game, though, right? Like, it's not like you don't have to rebuy it.
Outside.
Right? Like, you're not going, you don't have to pay again for the game. I realize it's like a beta testing. You're helping them fix the bugs, but like, don't. Oh, here we go, grounder to Baez. I think that's the game. Like, isn't that the best way to get the bugs out? Is to do it now with real people and real things, because they're doing patches on it every day. Maybe. I've heard it's fun. I thought they did. When it first came out, I thought they had like a 10 or 20% discount if you like bought it that first week. The Cubs, hey man, the Cubs are good, baby. The Cubs improved to a lot of wins to more wins than even and the same amount of losses. Tyler Chatwood, I guess that's numbers are good. He only walked, well, I mean, the whip was just slightly above 1 for today, but 7.2 innings pitched, and he could have pitched a little more, I think. I think they prematurely took him out given the amount of pitches he's thrown. 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. The win, he's the player of the game. The loss goes to Mitch Keller, who's 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 earned runs. Wilson Contreras once again hits a home run. Albert Amora 2 for 3 with 2 runs. Oh, he was 2 for 3 today. So he got a walk too. So maybe that's the start of him coming back. Javier Baez with a double. Jason Hayward was 1 for 4. Let's take a look at tomorrow. We'll also maybe look at the leaders here, the league leaders. This game is rigged. So tomorrow is going to be Kyle Hendricks, who unfortunately suffered his first loss of the year and his worst game easily, which I think he gave up maybe 3 or 4 runs in 4 or 5 innings, which amazingly his ERA is still only at 2.53 against Jameson. Ooh, this is he's pitched very well. Jameson Talion, I forget his name. Even though the strikeouts aren't there, he's still looking pretty good. Let's see here. League leaders. We'll take a look at the league leaders. Batting average. Wilson Contreras, number 8. Wow, Keston Hiura is up there. Hits. Chris Bryant, number 5. One of the benefits of being a leadoff hitter, you get a lot of at-bats. He's number 3 in total at-bats. Anthony Rizzo is the two-man's number 6 in total at-bats. Doubles. Chris Bryant, once again, up there. Kyle Schwarber's up there as well in the top 10-ish. Is he tied for 5th is what it says? It looks like. Or, yeah, sort of. Triples, they don't have very many. Home runs, though. Wilson Contreras, 14, which I'm sure he's tied with Eugenio Suarez, but considering that I'm assuming Eugenio has a decent amount more of at bats, considering he's an everyday player, and Wilson Contreras is an almost everyday player as a catcher. He's as much of an everyday player as a catcher can be for the most part. Runs. So runs and RBI. Wilson's close to the top there. Stolen bases. The Cubs not great. Base on balls. Also, the Cubs aren't really taking their walks. On base percentage. Not hugely amazing there. But slugging percentage, Wilson Contreras leads the pack over Christian Yelich. That says something. OPS, he's number 2 in OPS, just behind Christian Yelich. Wins, Yu Darvish has 4. There's a bunch of people that has 4. There's like 3 people that have 5. Losses, Jose Quintana has 0. Kyle Hendricks has 1. Saves! Dan Winkler still leads the pack despite having some issues, or the team having issues, not him. He's been pretty good. 10 innings, 11 saves. A really good strikeout ratio. ERA, Walker Buehler looking like the Cy Young contender that he might be. Just slightly followed. Yeah, would that be 69? Wait. 30, 50... Yeah. Jacob deGrom has 2 complete game shutouts, which is really good. I'm assuming they're saying complete games. Trevor Bauer has the most strikeouts. Complete games, Jacob deGrom once again. That's still really good already this part of the season. Walks allowed, Kyle Hendricks leads in that category. Sorry, I'm getting to... Okay, there was that. So yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.